Welcome to our show today. We are having the head of student accommodation, and we are going to ask him some questions about what is transfers there at the accommodation.
I'm Kelvin Nene, and I'm the head of accommodation, University of Nairobi.
Yes. So the first question: what are the criteria for the students to join as the custodian of the halls of residence?
Okay, there is a program called Work Study for students. This is a program where students get opportunity to serve in the capacity of the school staff as the staff of the University of Nairobi.
Yeah.
So in that field, the students get now the opportunity to work as they study, as the name suggests. And in that area, there is payment. There is payment, although it's not that much, but there is a lot that the students get. There are a lot of advantages, like that the first exposure to the job market, you get like we call it
Reward.
Yeah.
So we go to the next question. What are the available options for accommodation? E.g., are there hostels for the people who can sleep, two students?
Yeah, of course, we have different options for the students who reside in the school hostel. We have single rooms, we have double rooms, then we have the rooms that accommodate even up to 4 students.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know there are problems there at the hostels, and there have been many complaints. So I want to know the roles of those custodians.
Yeah, the role of custodian is to make sure that there are bodies, there are security, there are other bodies that we work with within that department of accommodation. That is the security. So some of the issues like security we address to the security department. Those are the people who handle such problems.
Yeah. And so to the next question, what are the qualifications? We know not all the students can qualify for the roles of a custodian. You know the responsibility they have as custodians. So what are the qualifications?
The qualifications is to just be a good citizen, of course, like any other job, the requirements is the same. We don't want people who have criminal records. We want good citizens. And then, that I think, then you would be the good student in terms of maybe performance, the unit you are doing, you are performing well. Then now you get a high chance of being considered.
Okay. Are you accommodating needy students or?
Yeah, we have sections for the needy students. By needy students,
you mean
the disabled?
No, the students who come from poor backgrounds.
The poor backgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. For us, it's maybe you get sponsorship from maybe other organizations. Maybe you are fully sponsored by your maybe MP or MCA. So you bring those documents that show that you are sponsored by certain, maybe your MCA or your governor who pays for your accommodation. So for us, we don't really have that program, but we announce if we have anything that can help the needy students, we announce them to the students, make aware that the students know that there is this program that is meant for the needy students.
Okay. And maybe if I can ask, are there some trainings that the students go?
Yeah, sure. You cannot just come from nowhere and just get a job. First of all, you should be introduced to that job. We should make sure that you know your requirement, what is required of you. As a student, you may think that this is, I'm just a student and I'm working in the school, so there is no that accountability. But we make sure that maybe you arrive on time to work and those other things that need to be done like a normal job.
Yeah, okay. And if I may ask, at the halls of residence, there may be security issues. Are there a relationship between the halls custodian and the security department?
Of course, if the issue escalates, if students as really, we work at SATIM, the University of Nairobi, especially on things like security. We can even take the matter out of the school grounds. If the things escalate, we can even involve the security outside the school.
Yeah. In those halls of residence, there are young people, they call themselves Gen Z. And the Gen Zs, some of them are associated with drug abuse. If I may ask, have you ever come across a case of a student?
We have came across a lot of these issues. We know there are rules. And one of them is, of course, those drug use. It's not allowed in the school premises, not even hostels, even any other place within the school compound. It's not allowed to abuse drugs within the school vicinity. So we, of course, in the hostels, those are areas where they are very sensitive. Students can easily abuse drugs when they are maybe locked in those rooms. So make sure that we follow up and we keep track of those people that we see as the main stakeholders. Those people linked in the drug use. Yeah, so we have those targets, and when we get good information or we get them redundant, make sure that they pay for the consequences, because there are areas you sign that drug use is not allowed and you accept to comply with those rules.
Yeah. So there are cases of fire, as you heard or you have seen in the news. The case of main campus, there was a fire outbreak. So if I may ask, what are the precautions or the measures you have put in those halls of residence in case of fire outbreak?
Okay, in the halls of residence, we have various fire mitigation implements. We have
Like the fire extinguishers. Do you
fire
have the
extinguishers
halls?
are fixed there.
Yeah.
Of course, some of them are even outdated, but we're working on doing the renovation.
Yeah.
As we do all the renovation on the rooms, because some of them are not in good conditions right now.
Yeah.
We will also consider the fire, those apparatus.
Yeah, and how about, do you have some vehicles like the firefighting vehicles that can be used for?
No. Hostels, we don't have such vehicles. It's not that.
And this is a world-class university. How comes?
Hostels are just congested in one location. So if we need anything like concerns like those fire, what does the fire fighting vehicles contain? Fire extinguishers, and the liquid to turn off
put out the fire.
Put out the fire.
Yeah.
So we just why can't we just fix them within that area, because it's not in big distances. They are just congested in one area.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having you in our show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Yeah. Hope to see you next time.
Thank you.